25th of April 2024. This is a loose cannon, and yes, there's a lot of people that's going to be very upset. But the reality is this: South Africa is heading for the sewer, and we get Ramaphosa coming out making a statement that it was the apartheid regime that fucked up the economy. He can say things like that, and you have to take it from him, and you have to take it in consideration with IQ. Everybody knows what IQ is, and a large portion of the population gets very upset when you talk about IQ. But the reality is, IQ is a reality. Intelligence makes it possible for a person to excel. And you get a guy like Ramaphosa standing here after 30 years telling the population apartheid fucked the economy up. But if you look at the facts, apartheid gave South Africa the strongest industrial base in Africa, gave South Africa one of the best railway systems in the Southern Hemisphere, harbors, factories, textile industry, all of these things, employing millions of people. But Ramaphosa and his gang destroyed all of that. I've said it one day, a freedom fighter. How the fuck do you fight freedom? Now people will want to tell me they fight for freedom. Fuck that. Freedom to do what? Freedom to fuck the country up. That is what they did. But now we get to this Malema. He's got a lot of shit that he promotes, and he's a irrational dimwit. That's what he is. That man cares fuck all for your future. Nothing. Take a look at what they are doing to children. This EFF, this is what they do to children. Now, as an adult, you have to think about it. What is the future of these children that are singing this song here? What are their future? Their future is a future of poverty and struggle. They will never have anything. They will never have the joy of owning their own home and building their own family. They will never have it, because this is what the EFF is doing to that innocent child mind. Fucking it forever. But that is supposed to be the future of South Africa. And that is what they're doing. Then let me go to across. Malema, he's got a lot of things that he tells you is wonderful about China. But he forgets basics. They never take basics into consideration. Look what the Chinese are doing to their children.
Do you know what Chinese kindergartens are like? While kids in other kindergartens eat, sleep, and play games, kids in this Chinese kindergarten do laundry and cook, learning self-reliance. They have outdoor stoves proportionate to their height, and they make their own meals every day, from washing and chopping vegetables to cooking. They eat their own cooked meals with such gusto you'd think they're licking the plates clean. After eating, they voluntarily clean up and even line up to wash dishes. The principal assigns tasks based on the kids' interests to foster their hands-on skills. They start working right after meals, making baskets or knitting scarves for themselves, and even using sewing machines to make clothes. They embroider, weave mats, and even make their beds. They're taught independence from a young age. The older kids can cook a meal from scratch, and the younger ones are adept at kneading dough and making pancakes, making chefs jealous. They even squeeze their own milk and make juice from scratch. From washing and cutting fruit to the final product, they do it all themselves, with teachers offering guidance. After eating and drinking, they get busy with various activities like embroidery, building walls with mud, making puzzles, drawing, and making decorations. The girls can even practice makeup and hairstyling, becoming professional hairstylists upon graduation. They never skip school because there's just too much to do. Some netizens say this is real hands-on education, unlike other kindergartens where teachers worry about kids getting hurt. Here, they face challenges head-on, with special forces-style training, jumping rope while playing basketball, climbing ropes, and building giant Ferris wheels. They learn to ride balance bikes and practice martial arts. There's no crying when dropping kids off, they run straight to class. Fighting over toys? Non-existent. Everyone's too busy with their own tasks to bother with that. This is what childhood memories should be like. If it were your child, would you choose this kind of kindergarten?
Now, if that does not send your mind spinning, I don't know what will. And I'm going to play this clip again, what the EFF is planning, how they are building the future of South Africa. You don't need to be highly intelligent to understand that these black children that the EFF is training has got no future. No future. They will never achieve anything. And then we see it on the universities. They go to university, they turn the place into a fucking trash heap, and they destroy and destruct as much as possible, and they take 6 and 7 years to get a 3-year degree. And the ridiculousness is they get these tree climbing degrees that has got no fucking economical value, nothing. They send people to university that are really not intellectually equipped to be there. But I've said it many times, this fucking ANC is hiding unemployed people in the student community. Because if you add those people into the unemployment numbers go to over 70%. But this is how it works. And then they've also always has a big shit story about whites. If you go and look at the white population and the Indian population, you will see how those parents are bending backwards to make sure that their children are educated properly, in spite of all the efforts that this black government, yes, fucking black government, is putting in to destroy the education system. The whites and the Indians manages to get their children educated properly. Now, you take that little Chinese boy or girl and imagine 25 years down the line, and you will see that they will be equipped to be business people themselves, to grow the economy, to maintain the economy of China. And that black children, what will they be? They will be running around the streets, burning and breaking and looting. The EFF hates children. Malema wants you to breed as many as you can, and he promises you a grant for them. Malema is the one that wants to legitimize prostitution. You must ask yourself why. Why are they always, all these black leaders, why are they always focused on demoralizing the population, de-educating the population, instigating the population to violence and destruction? Ask yourself why, and then ask yourself in what type of country do you want to live. This coming election is fucking serious. And if you're a decent person with principles and you want a future for your children, there's only 2 parties on that ballot that you can really trust with that. The one is a Christian-based party, which is #Hope for SA. The other is, I would say, a secular party, and that is OHM. But both parties will give your children a future. Not any of the parties that is currently in government. The ANC, the EFF, the DA, the Freedom Front Plus, those people are without morality. Think about that. Please give me a like, a subscribe, and share the thing. Thank you for your support.